Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. It is time, finally, RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars Season 5, Episode 1. Let's jump right into it because I have been waiting too long. And off top, Episode 1 gave me everything that season 12 was missing within the first 15 to 20 minutes. Within the first 15 to 20 minutes, I was like, season 12 had a dark cloud over it, and I feel like because they may have had to edit the pie out so much, it was kind of and then it was best friends race, and I ain't mad at it. I'm not mad at the queens getting along, liking each other. I'm here for it, but this is also a reality TV show. I need some and episode 1, within the first 20 minutes, gave me drama. It set up the storylines. It gave that light shade, like, let me throw a little shade, let me catch it, let me throw it right back. Cute. It was cute. I was like, read the whole episode. Like, I was here for it. And then the confessionals were life. Like, everyone was giving it in the confessionals. We know off top that the All-Star rules are now over. We got a new set of rules. We'll get into those rules later. I already did a yes ma'am, no ma'am video of the entrance looks. I'm not gonna go through that again. For the most part, everyone looked good, and I'm really feeling myself in this little blonde, what they call a little catch-on ponytail. I might have to get with my stylist and get a little color, but that's besides the point. All I'm gonna say about those entrance looks are deceiving. Things can look one way, but they definitely turned out to be another way. I caught that fake hug between India and Derrick, and that was the storyline set up right there. I knew from the beginning Derrick was going to come with some mess. When they did the cast reveal and I just knew who was going to be on the cast, I said, Derrick coming with the mess. And I ain't mad at it because I want a little bit of juice with my talent. Y'all already know my faves. I'm here for Shea Coulee. I feel like I want Shea to win, but then when I see the entire cast, I'm like, Shea, you're gonna have to work for this one. They ain't gonna give it to you like they gave it to Alaska, and it better not be no ties. I don't care how good you may want your fave to win. I'd rather have one winner than two. And I'm just gonna leave that there. I'm here for Alexis Mateo. I forgot how much I love Alexis Mateo. Like, I love her. Blair is gonna be one of my faves because she looked the realest to me. Like, Blair turns it, and when I see Blair, I see all, how do they say it? You can't clock Blair. That dog is in my bathroom. If he is messing up, Juju came to play. And then I love Mariah Balenciaga. I love her. Let's get into this episode. First off, reading is fundamental, and I'm here for it. First challenge, let these bitches read. I'm ready. The library is open. Hey, Ricky Martin, I'm happy to see you. I don't want to edit this video and have to stop it and go snatch the dog up because he's in the bathroom misbehaving. I can hear him. Oh, okay, here he come. He knew. Okay, let's move on. The highlights of the reading session. Derrick's was good, but it was personal. It got personal. And I ain't mad at it. Juju, I said, bitch, yes. Yes, bitch, Juju. Juju said Mariah is here, so it can't be all stars. It has to be some stars. Then she called Mayhem Filler or Mayhem Miller. I said yes. As much as I'm not going to say I love Mayhem because I'm not that huge of a follower of the drag queens outside of the show, outside of what they post on Instagram. But as soon as I saw Mayhem was gonna be on the cast, I said, "Filler Queen." Like I clocked Mayhem to be the first one to go. Like once I saw the whole cast, I said Mayhem going first. But let's move on. Miss Cracker had some good ones. She said she told India she never kicks a man, and then she paused. That pause was everything. India told Mayhem it's 5 o'clock somewhere. When you remind us it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Mayhem, your makeup was a fool on them interest looks. Once I looked at it a little bit longer, and then India told Derrick, let's start that hashtag to free Britney. And I'm like, yes. I don't understand how you get on the show in every confessional talking about I can do so much more than Britney. I want people to know that I'm so much more than Britney. And then this entire episode, you just do Britney. Moving on. Angina, Rue. I know you want to bring your season 1 queens back. Let them get reintroduced to a new market of fans. I get it. No. I thought reading was a qualification to even be a drag queen. Like catching and throwing shade. Like... And then you were at home. You had time to think about your reads. You knew it was coming. They had to know it was coming because Mariah pulled them flowers out. And that was funny, but that was all you had, Mariah. Blair was all right. But I wouldn't have given Blair the double win. To me, Juju won. Like, Blair had a good read for We Gotta Google India, because I said that's true. When I first saw the cast, I didn't know who India was. I had to go back, Google it, and remember, okay, that's the girl who got picked up on the shoulders. Yeah, I know. Okay, now I know. Okay. Now we in the workroom. You know, they're taking off their makeup. We get to hear both sides of this Derrick India beef, because that's really all the girls was talking about, and they were kind of hinting around about the new all-star rules and the voting method or whatever, but we'll get into that later because I like it. I like the twist. Pretty much what I got from this Derrick India beef is it's stupid. I don't follow either one of them on Instagram to know how deep it truly really is, but the surface level of what I saw on TV is some shit both bitches could have moved on from. India was either fired or she quit some club. I really haven't caught if it was a club they worked at together, but whatever. Derrick's partner got India's job. Either India called the partner a pig in a wig, and the partner got mad and did a show about India, you know, trashing India, or the show Trashing India happened and then India went on a social media warpath. Like, I don't know. I don't care. It was something to talk about. Apparently, we ain't got to talk about it anymore. So let's move on from that. We get to, what do they call it? The mirror moments, where they're putting on their makeup. They're getting ready for this variety talent show. And, I got some stuff to say. But, I don't want the video to be long. Let's go into, Derrick tells India that you being on the show allows you to have some kind of validation. So since this show can validate you, I'm happy that you're here. And I said, bitch. Shade. And I'm happy India didn't feed into it. I'm happy she let her talent speak for itself. And I said, karma lately, bitch. Like, you doing all of this, but can you do this? Can you win the episode? I guess not. Okay, let's get into this talent show, because I did watch this twice. I watched it last night, Friday, just for pure entertainment. I just wanted to entertain myself and have a good time. And then I watched it again today for my notes. So let's get into it. Alexis, I loved Alexis' sexy Latin routine. I said it was Zumba realness. It took me right back into like all of that. I'm going to Zumba class next week. They opened up LA Fitness. I'm going. I said orange is your color, girl. It's my color too. I love orange. And Alexis looked good. I loved it overall. I said you and Vanjie been sharing them orange feathers. I remember Vanjie and them orange feathers. I loved it. The part I loved the most was the fast break when the beat went into a super fast up tempo and her feet got to working. I said, yes. Okay, now Shay was next. Shay gave a sexy pole dance lip sync. I said Shay was robbed. Shay was robbed. Shay should have been in that top 3 to me. And if I was a judge, Shay would have won. I got so much to say about this variety show. I felt like when they flashed to each judge's face as Shay was dancing, they were all getting hard-ons underneath that table. I would bet money on it. Shay was oozing sex off of that stage. We've never seen anything like it. I said this is definitely giving me some of that J-Lo Hustlers feel. They had the money being thrown. Everyone was eyes glued to Shay. Glued. She was robbed. Mayhem. I gave her a no ma'am. No ma'am, mayhem. You ain't gonna sit there and pop your eyes like, and then just get up and stand still and point and rap. Point and rap. No ma'am. No energy. We seen you the other season do those blackout, what do they call them? The eyes where they look like demonized to me. Like, Mariah did good. I love Mariah's spoken word performance with the paint, and I love the message. So Mariah was good. Miss Cracker did an upbeat lip sync. She came out looking like the pickle. I thought she was going to stick with the pickle jokes and kind of, I wish she would have did something more with comedy. Like, Miss Cracker was good. Moving on. Blair was singing, I'm assuming, original song. She was singing with her real voice, not a lip sync. Blair was good. Blair's makeup was beads. Them eyebrows was beat down. Like, Blair, when it came to putting on her face this challenge, she didn't play no games. And that black with that electric blue ponytail, life. But the song was boring. I don't know what you was talking about. It was too slow. Your voice is in. Like a little auto-tune, please. And the best part of the routine was that ponytail whip you did where you snaked it down a little bit in a squat. That was the best part. Other than that, lucky to be safe. Angina, I was expecting so much more because when you walked into the workroom looking how you looked, you won the interest looks. Hands down. Hands down. You walked into the workroom like you was ready to play. You already can't read. Now you ain't got no talent. Or at least what you put on this stage was a no ma'am. It was a no ma'am. As soon as Anjana came out in that little toy car to the theme song of the show, and then she didn't lip sync and her dancing was a fool, I said, look, y'all, Mayhem, go over there and give her a kiss, because she just saved you. Anjana just saved you, Mayhem. But moving on. Next, we go from bad to worst. Derrick comes up looking exactly like Brittany. I'm like, what else you got, girl? You've been saying all confessionals. You got so much more than Brittany. And then you come up here doing these characters, and it wasn't funny. I said they have to pay the audience or encourage the audience to laugh or something, because I was at home looking like This is not funny. You don't sound like any of the celebrities that you are doing. The jokes aren't funny that you're trying to read. And then after you walked off the stage and you should have known that you did awful, you came back with a Joan Rivers joke that also bombed. I said Angina and Mayhem need to kiss Derrick because Juju sang a song. It was cute, Juju. You could sing, but it was boring. It was boring. It was too slow. India came up. She lip synced the house down. I'm happy I'm happy India took something awful. I can't even remember the queen that picked her up on the shoulders. And RuPaul said, what she say? Lip syncing isn't a contact sport. Whatever Ru said, drag isn't a contact sport. She turned that into something funny and created a great song and lip sync routine out of it. I would have put India in my top 3, but she wouldn't have won. And I love, like, through the whole time that India performed and when she was in the top 3, when she won everything, I loved how the camera panned to Derrick and Derrick had the stank face, like hating much, talking too much shit, much, and can't back it up. Yes. Okay, let's get to the judges. I want to know, how are we scoring the challenge? Because I want to see the score sheets. I demand a recount. I don't understand how the top 3 got into the top 3 and who was safe, who was really safe. So Shay was safe, and I said that was crazy. I would have put Shay in the top 3. Blair was safe, Juju was safe, and Mariah was safe. I didn't understand, because when they first called off the people who were safe, I thought they were calling out the people who were nominated to be winners of the challenge. Moving on. The top 3, the only problem I have with the top 3, they all did good. They all did great. Everyone in the top 3 did a upbeat lip sync dance routine. And this is a variety show, and I would have appreciated if there would have been a variety of talents in the top 3. Like, Shay could have easily been in there, and you could have easily set Cracker or India down. Like, let me move on. Alexis was a yes ma'am. Alexis would have been in my top 3. If you're not going to give it to India, I would have, with the top 3 you chose, I would have gave it to Alexis over India as well. That's why I want to see the scorecards. This was definitely heavily produced to be an India versus Derrick moment of television. But moving on, Miss Cracker, she was in the top 3, and I was like, oh, okay, like, she didn't really do nothing too great. She didn't do nothing that we haven't seen. We seen plenty of queens split and what you call a shablam or death drop, whatever the correct way is to say it. India, amazing. That hair stuff, great. I done fucked myself up. Damn. Amazing. I don't know how you did it, because my head is dizzy right now. I ain't gonna dwell on it too much. India won the challenge. Congratulations, girl. You did the damn thing. I was thoroughly entertained by your routine. I was just a little bit more entertained with Alexis. The bottoms. Mayhem, you deserved it. Derrick, you deserved it. Angina, you deserved it. But how is Angina safe? I'm like, Ru, yeah, I know you want to give your season 1 queen a little bit of camera time, a little extra TV time, maybe one more episode, but that's not fair. I agree with Derrick Barry. Angina should have been in the bottom 2. But Derrick, you should have had your ass down there with her. I would have made Mayhem safe. That's just Angie. Mayhem would have been safe. Let's get into these new rules. Okay, so the rules are, there's only going to be one top queen. We already know that's, what's her name? India. India is the top queen. There's going to be 2 bottom queens every week. We already know who those are. That's Mayhem and Derrick. The queens, every queen gets a vote. It's like Survivor. I love it. You go in there, you plead your case, say whatever you got to say, get an alliance, friendship, whatever you want to do for your lipstick. Every queen gets a vote. The top 1 queen, of course, she gets a vote as well. Now, the lip sync for your life. You don't lip sync against, it's not life, it's legacy. You don't lip sync for your legacy against the top 2 queens like before. Now, you're lip syncing for your legacy against a lip sync assassin. I like the twist, Rue. I like the twist. And if you can beat the lip sync assassin, the top queen's vote, only her vote, sends the queen home. But if you lose, the group vote sends a queen home. I'm here for it, Rue. I'm here for the twist. I think it adds extra levels to the game. I love a good Survivor vote. I love it. Now, everyone in the back pleading their case, I love the moment where India was like, I would like to talk to both of you ladies. Let me start with you, Derrick. And I'm sitting here wondering, like, what in the hell? Derrick has just shaded this bitch the entire episode. Told her she wasn't shit and needed this show to be validated. Now she has to sit in front of this same woman and plead to not go home. It gave me everything. It gave me everything because Derrick was in there. Did she really apologize? No. But she gave it a little validation. I was happy you said your little speech. It really helped me understand why you was going through what you was like. I'm like, bitch, shut up. Like, to me, I would have been, if I was India, and see, I'm a little bit more petty. Just a little bit. I would have said, let me go ahead and talk to you, Mayhem. Or no. I wouldn't have talked to neither one of the bitches. Because Mayhem, you safe. Like, it ain't even shit to talk about. Derrick, you going home. If I win this shit, you going home. It ain't shit to talk about, but it was a great TV moment. Mayhem was telling everybody, oh, I just messed up a little bit. I want to be here. I'm like, Mayhem, you've been doing this shit since the season you was on. Like, Mayhem is that bitch. From what I know off of social media, the word on the curb, Mayhem is that bitch in LA. She's a working queen. She's like a Latrice. She's like the Morgan, when Morgan was on that season and everyone didn't want to vote out Latrice or Morgan because that's the bitch that's going to get them some work. They can put in the word for you and get you a little job. Mayhem is that bitch. That's what I hear. And Mayhem has a lot of friends. And one thing I noticed, even from when Mayhem walked into the workroom, a lot of them are fans of Mayhem, not friends of Mayhem, fans of Mayhem. So it was gonna be kind of hard to win that group vote, Derrick. But anyway, overall, let's get over to, let's talk about this lip sync assassin. It's Evie Oddly, and as soon as the curtain revealed it was Evie, the first thing I wrote on my paper was, it ain't fair. That's not a fair. Before I knew what the song was, before I knew anything, I said, it's not fair. Evie, yes, she's an assassin. The only bitch that gave Evie a run for her money was Brooklyn Heights. And I believe Evie beat Brooklyn every time. I forgive my memory. Get in the comments, check me if I'm wrong. But Evie killed it. Like, I probably fast forwarded and watched Evie and India do that lip sync 3 or 4 times. It was amazing. Evie was amazing. She won. She did her thing. And of course, Derrick went home. Bye, Derrick. Bye. The twist that killed me is India don't even get to keep her $10,000. I'm like, damn, you could win the challenge and you get caught up with the lip sync assassin and you still don't get your $10,000, it rolls over to next week. So now next week, the tip is going to be $20,000. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see who the rest of these lip sync assassins are. Is there anyone that can beat one of these lip sync assassins and get a huge, hell, you can damn near get the winner's pot if can't nobody beat the lip sync assassin. It's good. And I wanted to shout out a little note that I wrote to myself about All Stars, knowing that people can get caught up on who goes home when, your fave might go home soon. To me, All Stars is an opportunity to get your name back into Drag Race, which is a huge platform, especially if you someone like me who doesn't, like, I'm not in LA to go, or any of these major cities, and can go to the drag shows and really know who's out there. Drag Race is how I see people perform in this culture that I just love. Like, I just love Drag Race. I love everything about the lip syncs, the looks, the jokes, the reads, the shade. I love it all. And I get all of it from, I got into it from watching RuPaul's Drag Race. So All Stars is the opportunity, especially like you see a season 1 queen, a lot of season 3 queens. It's an opportunity for them to get their name back out there. And like that season that Shangela got robbed with those funky rules, like Ru said, Shangela ain't hurting for no money. Like, Shangela got on here and she's probably one of the most successful all-stars to leave. Like, I ain't seen none of them in no major motion pictures. Shangela's doing her thing. It's an opportunity for them to market themselves, get a new stream of fans, because people grow up every day and get into the show every season. Take it for that. Like, I know a lot of people gonna love Mayhem, but Mayhem going home early. I don't care what you say. Like, the only thing that may save Mayhem is a little bit of Roxy Andrew-ness. Well, her friends keep her safe. Moving on from that, I just wanted to point that out because I had to tell it to myself, because it's so many queens I love this season. Like, so many queens I love this season. I have to tell myself, Angie, some of them gonna go home. I don't care that Derrick went home, but some of them gonna go home, and just take it for the opportunity that you got to see him again. So Untucked was cute. I ain't gonna really get into Untucked because it didn't go into a lot of drama. It was mostly talking about the rule changes and how they were gonna vote. They're gonna vote fair. They're gonna vote for their friends. They're gonna create alliances. What they're gonna do. The last thing I saw as Derrick is unpacking is 2 men on the screen. And I didn't think nothing of it until I actually read it, and it said his boyfriends. And I said, oh, a throuple? We gonna end the episode with a throuple? Okay, Ru. Okay, Derrick. I ain't mad at you. Hell, it wouldn't work for me, but if you like it, I love it. I was like, keep giving it to me. Like, All Stars is giving me everything. I can't wait to see where else they go for the rest of the season. Amazing first episode. So after that, I guess go ahead and hit subscribe. We into a new All-Star season. I don't know when it's gonna, we gotta enjoy this while we can, because I don't know when they're gonna start shooting some more. And like, comment, share, get in the comments. Let me know what you thought about episode 1, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.